told myself I'm going to do this for a long time and kind of never do it because I never have time, or I choose to watch movies instead. Anyway, we're going to test this out, see how it goes, how the reviews are. Now, I will let you know most of the products I use are going to be drugstore products, and the techniques I use aren't from a professional standpoint. It's just kind of what I do for myself, what I've seen in other videos, and I definitely don't use a lot of MAC brushes. It's mostly my hands. Anywho, if you hear any screaming in the background, it's because I'm watching Harry Potter, and it's The Prisoner of Azkaban. I needed some kind of background sound, or this would have been weird for me. Anywho, so let's get started. I've already washed my face. I've put moisturizer on, and I have recently acquired here we go. It's one of those BB creams. I don't know if you can see it. It's the Revlon. I know everybody does this, so let's do it the same way. The BB cream, this color is light medium. It does have SPF in it. I do live in the great state of Texas, where when you go outside it cooks your skin when it's really, really hot. So anything with SPF is good for me. Anyway, I just do this for my skin. Rub a bit on. Actually, this is a lie. I usually take a little bit from the tube and then rub it in and just take as I need so I don't waste product. So I just told my first lie. Please forgive me. You know, the crazy thing is there's nobody really watching me do this right now, but I am actually kind of nervous because I am contemplating on whether or not I'm really going to post this. The great thing about this is it's kind of like light coverage. It's basically like a tinted moisturizer slash BB cream. I don't know if anybody out there doesn't know what a BB cream is, but BB creams is basically called like beauty balm. That's what the BB stands for. And the purpose of it is to actually serve several purposes, and one to be a foundation. It's also supposed to be a moisturizer. It's supposed to help tone and correct skin. Depending on which brand you get, it also has other qualities or characteristics. Garnier Fructis has one. Maybelline has one. The one I'm using is the Revlon Photo Ready. The only reason I have this one is because at work we used to have a stand that had a tester on it, and this is basically the tester that happened to be the same color as my skin. And yeah, like the Garnier one is actually great for oily skin. There's ones that are a little bit more moisturizing, etc., etc. Anywho, so what I do now is I acquired this cute little trio from Physicians Formula. It's another great brand. I like it because it's talc free. Talc is usually the ingredient that seems to clog pores, and I don't have the best skin in the world most of the time, so Physicians Formula has been great for me. Now, this is actually a discontinued product at the store that I work at. I was able to get it like 50 or 75% off, and I wish I got the last 3 of them because I didn't realize I was going to like the product this much. But basically, it's a little trio of corrector, cover-up, and highlight. Corrector is yellow. The cover-up is, sorry, I'm shaking. The cover-up is skin toned, nude, and then the highlighter is like a pink. Can we see that? I don't know. Here, maybe that helps. Anyway, so I'm going to use the corrector. The corrector is yellow. That's usually used for under your eyes. It comes with a little, looks like one of those little lipstick things, lip gloss sticks, wands. That's what they are. Lip gloss wand. So we're going to put that, and I usually just put it right here, just a little bit. Once again, we're using our fingers today. Now, onto the corrector. Now, this is where I just put a little dab on my finger. It's easier. I don't use so much product. And I just put it on wherever it is I feel like I have a blemish area or a blemish spot. Oh, also, it's allergy season. Nose will get red regardless of what I do to avoid it. So around the nose is always good, and I bring it down here. Also, I have this weird red vein that you probably can't see because I have a really, really shitty camera on this thing, and yeah, I don't know. I like to cover it. It's weird. It looks like there's always like a blown capillary. Anywho, so we do that. On to the powder. I was using Bare Minerals for a while. Where on earth is, oh yeah. I was using Bare Minerals for a while. It's a great product. It really improved my skin. But unfortunately, Bare Minerals is a bajillion dollars, and I wanted to spend money on other things. So I have instead gotten another Physicians Formula product. This one, good God, once again, a talc-free product. This one is beige, and it comes with a little mirror on the bottom, kind of handy because I never have a mirror with me. The brush is a little kabuki brush. This one is Dior. It's, oh my gosh. So apparently I like to steal testers. Well, actually this one my grandmother gave me, so she steals testers. This is a powder tester brush. And just swirl. I always pat off the excess because otherwise I look very cakey. And here we go. Okay. Now, when I was younger, I never did contouring or anything like that, but sometimes, okay, no, truth is I put it on bronzer and contour my face every day. Let's see what I've got here for that. I have, it's NYC. It's once again another drugstore product. Maybe $3 tops. It's really cheap. This one is the color wheel. It has a lot of different colors in it. For a while I was actually using different portions for different parts of eyeshadows because it had, I don't know, a variety of colors. This one is the color wheel mosaic face powder, and this is 724A all over bronze glow. Does not have shimmer in it. Everything I try to do is matte because I naturally have oily skin, so I don't need anything else to accentuate that. The brush I'm using, this is actually the most expensive, oh no, that's a lie, I have one MAC brush, but these are the most expensive brushes I own, which are the ones that came with the Bare Minerals, and that's about, because they came in a kit, otherwise I would not buy them individually. Anywho, so in the bronzer I went, and the portions I like to contour, I always pull my hair back because I like to be able to work it. Everybody has different bone structure. Work with your bone structure, otherwise you'll look silly. Stupid. And for me, I like to put bronzer right here. You can already tell it's a little bit darker. And I try to stop right about where the end of my eyebrow is. Now I have naturally really long eyebrows, so here you go. And then just work it so you don't have this weird line. Now, you can't just leave bronzer there. You'll want to also work it on the outer edge of your face. I like to put some here and then pull it out right from where my eye is. It just gives a nice contoured shape. I don't know. I remember seeing it in somebody's YouTube video and I liked it and I ran with it. So what the specifics were on it, those reasons elude me and I've forgotten. But anyway. Okay, so everybody has a part of their face that they do not care for. Mine is mi nariz. In other words, my nose. I also contour that. Also work with your bone structure on that also. You can't just shape your nose to whatever you feel like it to be. You have to use the cartilage and bones that are already in there. So here is the part that I like to thin out. So I will start right here. And then I'll work it up. I use a thicker brush for it so it doesn't make this one distinct line. And then I'll be able to brush it out more. Once again, I don't really add much more product for it. And once again, work it up. To shorten, there you go. Next up for moi is blush. Now this is the most expensive product I own that I didn't pay for because my mommy gave it to me. But it is MAC blush, and this one is Subtle Breeze. It's a, here let me show you, it's kind of a pinkish, this is a shimmery product. but I really like the quality and the color, so oh well. Anywho, on the brush, tap off. This brush is part of the Eco Tools. So you can get them at Target, and I think you can also get them at Walmart. I got them at Walgreens or CVS or something. Anyway, I put my blush just a little bit right on top of where I did the contouring, and I bring it up right here. I like, first of all, seams lifted and a little bit more sun-kissed, because you have a little bit of color right on the cheekbone. Yeah, the cheekbone where sun would have hit. Sorry, very important things are happening on Harry Potter right now. They found scabbers. Of course, not everybody's gonna know what the hell I just said, but it's very important. They're figuring out who Scabbers truly is. Anywho. Okay. Once this is done, let me see. Sometimes I'll do more eyeshadow than other days. Today, I'm just sticking with the foundation I've used and a little bit of contour on the back portion. I'm going to use the Mosaic color wheel from earlier. Like I said, I like to use it. It looks a little bit more natural. And the brush, I'm using one of the brushes from the Bare Minerals. And I do not remember what it was supposed to be for. I think it may have been a concealer brush or something. Anyway, I just stick it right here and kind of brush inward. This is a more day-to-day look that I use. It's easier. And I'll put a little bit underneath my eyeball. It's just subtle. What else? Now, there's a brand, another drugstore brand called Milani. I like it a lot. It has a lot of vibrant colors. I think it really, certain brands target different skin tones, etc. Like you'll see that Almay doesn't tend to go into darker complexions. And what's another brand that doesn't? I can't remember the other one, but those seem to stay more towards fair-skinned peoples. But Milani, it has darker skin tones, which I think it's targeting the Hispanic and Black communities and variations of those things. Basically, people with olive skin and up. And I love the colors. They're really vibrant, like when it comes to lipsticks and the eyeshadows, etc. But they also have this pretty cool little brow set. The thing is, I bought it when I had hair different colors. I had highlights. I don't know. I looked interesting. Anywho, I bought it because I needed lighter eyebrows. I don't like dyeing my eyebrows lighter because I'm afraid I'll look stupid. So this is what I bought. It actually had a little thing for the highlighter. Whatever. I don't use that. A little tweezer and an angle brush to actually apply the powders. There's the highlight powder 1 and powder 2, and you blend it, and then they have a little mirror here. It was kind of cool. Anyway, I am just using the highlight of it, and I'm putting it right underneath my eyebrow, and I'm going to just work that around here and here, and then on the corner of my eye I bring it in a little bit. Now, my favorite part. I want you to know, I have gone through many phases in my eyebrows. I have had them thin in high school. I had the front portion, and then this part was basically just a line of hairs, and I bought one of those very thin fine point Sharpies, and while I was in the middle of growing my eyebrows back, I would literally draw individual hairs into my eyebrows, so it would look like shaming. It's literally, I use Sharpie on my face. Now, once again, Physicians Formula, great things. They have this quad of eyeshadows, and I've been looking for a quad of eyeshadows of these specific colors. They're kind of, they're classics. It's actually called Canyon Classics. God, I can't speak. I automatically think of Marilyn Monroe with these colors, just tones of brown. And the reason I like them is because they were matte. Everything else has powder or shimmer, and I just don't always want that. To me, that looks like you're going out, and I'm not always going out. Anyway, my favorite color on this is this one right here. It's a brown, but if you can't really tell, but it's more of like a gray brown. and it's the perfect color for my eyebrows because it's not harsh black, it's not a brown where it's too reddish. And yeah, once again, I wish I would have bought more than one. I didn't realize I was going to like it this much. Anyway, got my angle brush. I'm putting some of this color on it, and now my eyebrows are coming on. I usually just do the back portion, and I use the excess powder that's left on the brush on the front. And the reason is I don't want the front to look too harsh or too drawn in. Oh, and my most recent acquiry is, okay, I've been using liquid eyeliner all my life. As far as I can remember, it's always been the Swoop. And I finally decided I was going to invest on gel liner. I was kind of skeptical because how does it dry, or how does this really work? Not sure, but I decided to take a chance since they were on sale at work again. Oh man, sales at work are going to bankrupt me. But it's the Maybelline New York Eye Studio. The one I got is, I think it was Blackest Black, and it's a 24-hour. It is waterproof, which I didn't realize, and waterproof sucks. I mean, it's great. It doesn't go away, but then when you want it to go away, like when you're washing your face at night, it's a pain in the ass, man. Anywho, you need to experiment with gel liner on your own. I'm not going to teach you how to do it. Basically, put it on the brush, wipe the excess on the sides, and then shape your eyeball. For me, I like to have a very thin line that starts in here and that thickens up gradually, and then I will always put it where it's going up towards the end of my eyebrow. That way, on both sides, it's as even as possible. But I actually always first put the line from the inside to the from the inside to the outside, and then afterwards I build the outside line. Anywho. Oh, and it's thanks to my BFF, whose name I will not use until I have asked her if it's okay. She's the one who I watched do gel liner, and I was like, you know what, maybe I should try it. And even though it's almost been a year since I told myself that. Yeah, whatever. Anyway. Shit. Sorry. I hate when I mess up. Pissing me off. Speaking of pissing me off, it kind of started a series of thoughts when I said it pisses me off. I dislike when people put LOL in their text messages because I should know when to laugh. You do not need to prompt me. Oh, and this, I plan to also show you my hair after I do makeup. And the great thing about this gel liner is you can actually build intensity. The more you put over, I'm gonna move my mirror. The more you put over, the darker, the more intense the color becomes. And the thing is, you can actually buy gel liner in a variety of colors. I just buy black because I like black on my eyes, on my eyeliner. But you can get purple, blue, like any color. But the more natural ones, of course, dark, like super dark plum purple, dark blue. Just to go to contrast with your eye color. When I mess up on one eye, I have to go back and fix the other one because that's just the cardinal rule of OCD. Anyway. Okay, so like I said, from inside to outside, and now I put in the wings. I just draw a line for a guide on what direction I want it to go in. Over there. Same on this side. So for my hair today, hold on, I like to have my hair down most of the time. Down, straight, down, blown out, but down basically. Ponytails usually give me a headache. Hold on, sorry, I'm looking for the hairbrush. But today, since I'm trying to reverse a lot of heat damage, and it's been humid and hot here in Tejas, in the Lone Star State, I'm going to show you what a very nice look is, and to have your hair out of your face. So, all you really need is a hairbrush. I like a rat tail comb because it's very precise, even though I just use this portion most of the time. And 2 rubber bands, clear if your hair is lighter, or black if your hair is more close to my tone. You just want to hide it. You can of course use clear whenever you want, whatever. Anyway, figure out your life. And bobby pins. I usually use maybe 6 of them for this hairstyle. I'm going to be doing a French braid, well, 2 French braids, and then you'll see. Just watch. Anyway, I'm going to part right down the middle. Is that in the middle? Yeah, as close as it's going to get. I like to start with my right side. This part I'm just going to put away for the time being because I don't need it. I have, where'd it go? I have this awesome clip. I usually use it to part my hair while I straighten it. Now, for this side. Brush out. Let me see if there's a better way I can angle this. This should be better. Anyway, I am not going to be giving you a tutorial today on how to French braid. This is for those who already know or can catch on quickly by just watching the motions of my hands. I can do that on a later date if you request it, but today I'm just showing you the style and we'll go from there. I just need my brush, my comb, because I like the partitions to be exact. I wore this hairdo a majority of last summer because it can go with a variety of looks. You can actually dress it up. It could be more laid back. It really just depends on what kind of jewelry and attire you are wearing, because you can wear this anywhere from the beach to church to work to school, whatever. Okay, now I'm getting close to the base of the neck. I try to make it as close to my head as possible. Always brush out the ends after you've gotten past this point, because otherwise you'll have knots. I try not to pull away just yet. This is when I start pulling away in another direction. See that side? You of course can part your hair whichever way you want. Sometimes I'll take it from the side and do it this way. The next time I do a French braid, I'm going to try to do something similar, but I'm going to part it, start from the base of the back, and go all the way around. I think that was going to be kind of cool looking. I decided I'm going to do 30 days of hair and makeup. This is day 1. I'll be taking a picture of my hair and taking a picture of my makeup, putting it on Facebook or Twitter, or not Twitter, I don't have a Twitter, that's a lie. Instagram, that one. I like Instagram. It's like perfect for me, just photos. I braid it all the way down. Time for my other half of my head. Okay. Got our comb. I like to start with a smaller section in the front and try to use as many smaller sections, because you see then you get a lot of more little braid knots. I don't know what to call these, like little intersections of hair. And I like how it looks detailed. I like the detail in it. Now this is the part where I need to go get my hairspray really quickly. What I do is I just kind of spray the edges. First of all, the edges, you see this? It almost looks like I have no hairs. because I have my makeup on it, the makeup and the powder. So by putting the hairspray and I use a toothbrush. Once again, spool brush, toothbrush, boar's head brush, anything where the bristles are close, tight together, and soft is good. Anyway, I will be right back. Oh, forgot to show you guys. This is my I Love Daryl shirt. This is the one and only racist redneck that I'll ever love this way from Walking Dead. If you don't know what Walking Dead is, then you're not living. Anywho, I'll be right back. Okay, so I use, what's it called? Suave Extra Hold. It doesn't weigh down. It does extra hold. It's great. I like this product. I've used lots of different hairsprays over the course of my lifetime, and this one has always been the most consistent for me. Anyway, I always cover my face. Hairspray will break me out. I always get some kind of breakout. Actually, most things break me out. So I kind of try to cover as much of my skin as I possibly can to not get hairspray on it. But yeah. So I kind of just spray the edges. This portion right here, because it's the portion I have to brush up right here. And then right here. The same toothbrush I used earlier for my eyebrow is actually the one I use mostly for my hair. It's actually what I purposely had gotten it for the baby hairs, or to brush it up. But this is where I will usually shake my baby hairs a little bit. Anyway, I should probably show you what this looks like. I literally just parted from here all the way down the back, and this is what it looks like. I hope you can see that. Okay, so what I do is I literally just grab my braid and I tuck it into itself because I do have long hair, and then from here I pull it over to this side. Sorry. Oh, Harry Potter's over. I didn't even get to really watch it. Pull it over to this side, and you can gauge where it is you want to place it. For me, I usually place it right about here. And then, this is the part I have to explain. I take a part of the braid, and I tuck this one underneath it, and use the bobby pin to secure it. This way it looks a little bit more connected, and my favorite word, streamlined. As you can see, I took the other braid and put it underneath this one. Once again, you take it, you tuck it, and then you bring it up to wherever it is you feel comfortable. I have to look to see about placement. See, I want to place them both around the same point. So I think I'm kind of comfortable with placing it about right here. And then once again, I take a portion of the braid, tuck it underneath, and pin it. So this is what it looks like from the front, side, and then the back. Here, let me see what it looks like. See? Very simple. Okay, this is actually a mascara that I wasn't going to use. I don't trust brushes that aren't made out of hair or, I guess, plastic. Those weird rubber ones, that's the ones that have freaked me out forever. I don't know, I just feel like they're not, I feel like they're too flimsy. But my mom, she keeps using this one from Maybelline. It's called the Falsies Volume Express, and it does come with one of those rubbery brushes. And I don't think she was using, well, I found it on the floor somewhere, so I've been using it since then. So today, I usually like to put a little bit of chapstick. This is chapstick from, what's the name of this place? It's called Co Bigelow, but I think you get them from Bath and Body Works. Just a little bit. It's kind of like a gloss more than anything, but it's supposed to be chapstick. So I put a little bit of that. And when I'm doing my nude look, this is, I think this was Sally Hansen. I do not remember because, as you can see, like, none of the words are left on it. I've had it for a couple years now because I have to actually like squish from the bottom, but I love it. It looks so good. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to try to figure out what this was because it's almost gone. Just a little bit. I usually leave my shimmer to something on my lips. So this is your finished look for today. I'm going to now stop the video, take a couple photos, and then once I've edited, you get to see everything. But thank you for bearing with me on my first video, and depending on how things go from here is on whether or not I'm going to continue doing these. But it was fun nonetheless. Toodles.